saw a lot of this in Asian Paints, so you were able to understand the insight. But let's say somebody today, fairly young, says this is roughly the field that I want to build in, right? How would you advise them to sort of go about figuring this out? Is it a lot of visiting what's happening in the world, understanding what are people doing, try and build partnerships like a tech partnership with somebody else? How do you start something? Is because otherwise it becomes a problem that the large companies will need to solve for, right? So how does somebody start in this field with all your experience of starting up and now building AdWork for the last 8
So 2-3 things that really helped us. One, okay, we had certain experience of being users in the industry. Second, we also have visited, among the 4 of us, we would have visited more than 10,000 factories globally.
Wow.
Right? So that's the kind of curiosity we have. Or
how do you visit a factory? What do you tell them? Why are you visiting? Because people don't open their...
So when we were in Asian Paints, we use, whenever we would get a quotation or whenever we would open an RFQ, we would ask all the suppliers who are quoting to get us reference sites visits, right? Second, now as vendors,
right,
we get more than 200, 300 quotations every quarter. So if I have got a quotation, I want to visit and I want to see what your factory does essentially, and that also becomes an opportunity for me to learn. Right. So that's how you evolve as a professional. And then we all constantly seek out to people. We want to visit your factory. We want to visit your factory. Our suppliers are, let's say, Siemens, ABB, etc. So when you go to Germany, we tell Siemens, okay, can we visit your factory? We want to see this, how this is done, how that is done. We want to see this assembly process, that assembly process. So we have visited a lot of factories that has helped us to learn. So if you ask me, basis these 2 experiences, I would ask anybody to first work in this industry. So robotics and automation is also very wide. You want to be in process automation, you want to be in material handling automation, you want to be in consumer automation. Whatever it is you want to do, first work in that industry. Get a hang of the products, right? Get a hang of what are the challenges of deployment, because this is hardware. This is not software. ये वो इनकम टैक्स वाला पोर्टल नहीं है कि 4 बार पुश कर दिया तो इनकम टैक्स भर जाएगा, राइट? दिस इज हार्डवेयर इज हार्ड, एनीथिंग कैन गो रॉन्ग. सो यू गो सी हाउ यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड मेंटेनेंस कैसे होगा, सपोर्ट कैसे मिलेगा, एस्थेटिक्स कैसा होगा. आपको वो एक बार टच एंड फील एक्सपीरियंस लेना चाहिए, and then you will automatically find an ecosystem which will help you to start on your own in a particular product category. I would not recommend anyone कि आप कॉलेज से निकलो और स्टार्ट कर दो. कर सकते लोग, ऐसा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट
टेक सम इंडस्ट्री यूज केस,
take some experience, take some industry experience, exposure. I think anywhere between 5 to 7 years will definitely help. And
that also busts that myth of what's popular on the tech sort of funding ecosystem, media ecosystem, ki right out of college get funding, build something. That's the new way to crack it, right? But a lot of
क्या करोगे?
फिर क्या करोगे?
फिर 31-32 साल की उम्र में आगे क्या करोगे?
करेक्ट.
अभी तो 70 साल और हैं. जिस हिसाब से मेडिकल टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ रही है, क्या पता मैं अपना कॉन्शियस किसी ह्यूमनॉइड में डाल के अमर हो जाऊं. तो इतना कुछ बचा है, तो that's why you get some experience, solve some hard problems, then you'll automatically find your calling.
That's something that I learned. If the idea is to maximize your probability of success, especially when you're playing a 70, you're going to be playing this game till 70, 75, 80, you probably want to pace it out. You want to have that longer term plan of like, how do you want to make it, right? Because attempting to do a lot of what you did right out of college is just playing the game on hard mode, very hard mode, right? The probability of success is going to be very minimal. Those who succeed will get all the media, attention and everything, and which will lead everybody else to believe this is the way to do it. But the probability of going wrong is so much higher because you have no idea how the industry works. In your case, the benefit of doing Asian Paints before this can't be understated. That's the unique insight that got you guys together and said,
huge. It can never be understated.
Right?
I think if it was not for us working at Asian Paints, I would be somewhere else.
Right. This wouldn't have happened. As you said, opening doors in factories, doing that automation. The other unique insight that I have, it's a Paints is the outcome. It's a technology company.
That's how we used to see the kind of technology that we are implementing.
Right.
Paint is just an outcome. When I would talk to my peers who would be working in other industries, they would not know this amount of automation and they would still be involved in manual processes. So that's what we felt, that we are really at the edge of technology here.
4 or 5 of you guys started this from Asian Paints, right? What was the average age when you guys...
So 6 of us started, 2 have left, 4 of us are still there.
Right.
The average age when we started this would be 34, 35 kind of thing.
Wow. Which is 10, 12 years of industry experience now. And of course, when you just join out, it takes time to get the right experience as well, right? Once you just join a company, you're not going to just automatically get exposed to all the important
Yeah,
things.
you do your dues.
Exactly.
pay
You
your-
have to pay your dues. You have
pay
to
your
do those
dues.
Excel sheets, VLOOKUPs and
Correct,
everything.
and
before-
everything, and
Yeah.
you have to spend some time on the shop floor.
Yeah.
And then only you get opportunities to learn. मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता. आजकल शायद ऐसा होता होगा कि आप सोचो कि मैं day 1 पे जाऊँ और छक्का मार दूँ.
हाँ.
ऐसा नहीं होता.
Right.
You go, you learn, you absorb.
You show your work ethic to the world. You actually
Correct.
have to show your work